The story of Native Americans before the arrival of Europeans is not a monolith. It's a rich tapestry woven from hundreds of distinct threads, each representing a sovereign nation with its own unique culture, language, and history. Please subscribe to my channel. From the eastern woodlands to the Great Plains, from the deserts of the Southwest to the Pacific Northwest, the North American continent pulsed with the energy of diverse human experiences. Imagine the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, also known as the Iroquois, with their sophisticated system of governance uniting 5 major nations in the Northeast. Their story stands in stark contrast to the nomadic tribes of the Great Plains like the Lakota, who followed the buffalo herds across vast distances, their lives intrinsically linked to the rhythms of nature. These diverse tribes were not merely scattered across a vast continent, they were vibrant communities deeply rooted in their respective environments. Each tribe had developed unique ways of life, honed over generations, to thrive in their specific ecological niche. Their stories, as diverse as the environments they inhabited, challenge us to move beyond simplistic narratives and appreciate the intricate mosaic of Native American life before European contact. One of the most significant barriers to pan-tribal unity in pre-colonial America was the sheer diversity of languages spoken. Hundreds of distinct languages belonging to different language families created a complex linguistic landscape. Communication between tribes, even those geographically close, could be a formidable challenge. Imagine trying to negotiate a treaty or forge an alliance when you cannot understand the words spoken by the people across from you. This linguistic diversity was further compounded by a vast spectrum of cultural practices, religious beliefs, and social structures. For example, the Pueblo peoples of the Southwest, with their permanent settlements and agricultural traditions, lived very differently from the nomadic tribes of the Great Plains. Their worldviews, shaped by their environments and ways of life, often diverged significantly. These cultural differences extended to every facet of life, from how they structured their societies to how they perceived their place in the cosmos. While some tribes emphasized communal living and decision-making, others vested power in hereditary chiefs or councils of elders. This diversity, while enriching the tapestry of Native American life, presented a considerable obstacle to forging a unified front. The North American continent, though vast, was not a limitless Garden of Eden. Tribes, like all societies, competed for essential resources such as fertile hunting grounds, fishing rights, and access to water sources. This competition at times escalated into conflict, creating a climate of mistrust that hindered the formation of lasting alliances. The fur trade, introduced by European traders, further exacerbated these tensions. The demand for beaver pelts and other furs led some tribes to engage in fierce competition, disrupting traditional trading networks and sparking conflicts that had lasting repercussions. Imagine a tribe whose traditional hunting grounds were being encroached upon by a neighboring tribe facing pressure from European expansion. The need to protect their livelihood and ensure the survival of their people could easily override any considerations of broader unity. These conflicts, often rooted in the struggle for survival, highlight the complex realities facing Native American tribes in the centuries before European dominance. Section 4. Shifting alliances, intertribal conflicts, and cooperation in a complex landscape. While competition for resources often led to conflict, it is essential to recognize that intertribal relations were not always defined by animosity. Tribes engaged in complex webs of diplomacy, trade, and even military alliances. These relationships were fluid, shifting in response to changing circumstances and the ever-present need to maintain a balance of power. The Haudenosaunee Confederacy, for example, demonstrated the potential for successful intertribal cooperation. By uniting 5 distinct nations under a common framework of governance, they created a powerful force that influenced the political landscape of the Northeast for centuries. However, even within these alliances, tensions and rivalries persisted. The history of Native America is replete with examples of shifting alliances, betrayals, and reconciliations, reflecting the complex interplay of factors that shaped intertribal relations. These shifting alliances remind us that the story of Native American tribes is not a simplistic narrative of unity or disunity, but rather a complex tapestry woven from threads of cooperation, competition, and conflict. Section 5. Distance and division. The influence of geography on tribal interactions. The vast distances and varied terrains of North America played a significant role in shaping the interactions between tribes. Imagine the challenge of traversing the dense forests of the east, navigating the expansive grasslands of the Great Plains, or crossing the towering mountains of the west. These geographical barriers inevitably limited contact between tribes, fostering cultural isolation and hindering the spread of information. While some tribes developed extensive trade networks that spanned vast distances, these journeys were often fraught with danger and could take months, if not years, to complete. The relative isolation of many tribes meant that they developed their own unique cultural practices, beliefs, and languages, further contributing to the diversity of Native American life. The geographic realities of pre-colonial America underscore the immense challenges of communication and transportation that faced Native American tribes. In a world without cars, trains, or telephones, the simple act of traversing vast distances to meet with other tribes was a significant undertaking, often fraught with risk and uncertainty. Section 6. The resilience of diversity, celebrating the strength of separate identities. While the absence of a unified political entity may seem like a weakness when viewed through the lens of European history, it is essential to recognize that the diversity of Native American cultures was also a source of strength. Each tribe, with its unique traditions, language, and spiritual beliefs, represented a vibrant expression of human adaptation and resilience. This diversity ensured that Native American cultures were not monolithic but rather a complex mosaic of beliefs, practices, and worldviews. This inherent adaptability allowed them to thrive in a wide range of environments, from the Arctic tundra to the subtropical Everglades. The story of Native Americans before European contact challenges us to appreciate the strength and resilience that can be found in diversity. It reminds us that unity is not always found in political structures, but can also exist in the shared values, traditions, and connections that bind people to their communities and their ancestors. Section 7. Conclusion: A legacy of strength and adaptation. The question of why Native American tribes did not unite before America was founded is a complex one with no easy answers. It requires us to look beyond simplistic narratives and grapple with the nuanced realities of pre-colonial America. The diversity of languages, cultures, and competition for resources, coupled with the challenges posed by geography, created a complex web of factors that hindered the formation of a unified Native American front. However, it is crucial to remember that the absence of a single political entity does not diminish the rich tapestry of Native American history and culture. Each tribe, with its unique story of resilience, adaptation, and cultural expression, contributed to the vibrant mosaic of indigenous life that thrived on the North American continent for millennia. Their stories, as diverse as the landscapes they inhabited, continue to inspire and challenge us to this day.